the best thing is that head right there, that head. But other than that, hello, mathematicians. Today we're diving into why, and finally, we never see Elemental Hero Air Neos anymore in any of the Konami games, any of the trading cards anymore, and why he was never released. Because Konami and friends were sued for over $870 million by Greg Welch, who was the CEO of Beyond Comics. That's right, they sued Konami, Upper Deck, and 4Kids because they said Air Neos looked substantially similar to their superhero Ravedactyl. Let's jump into the complaint and see the side-by-side comparisons to see if you agree, and let's jump into this right now, see if they look the same. We have here the complaint. The complaint is basically the plaintiff's point of view. So Beyond Comics are saying this about how Air Neos, Elemental Hero Hero Neos, and their Ravedactyl look similar. Look at this. It says the visual similarities between Ravedactyl and Hero Neos are substantial and compelling. Some of the substantial protected elements include the face and helmet of Neos are substantially similar to that of Ravedactyl, including the pointed front and back of the helmet, the yellow egg-like spot, the humanoid face, so I guess superheroes can't have humanoid faces anymore, pointed chin guard, and red color. So let's look at this. So this is Air Neos here. He's got a little, no mention of the little bubble on his chest here or whatever that is. We've got these wings, he's got a pointed helmet, and we've got this guy. I do see the pointed helmet. I could see that. That's kind of similar. But other than that, sure, like, he doesn't really have this, like, yellow stuff. He's got a little yellow thing here. So that's interesting. The wings look nothing alike, though. I'm sorry. These wings don't look anything alike. And yeah, okay, maybe the pointed helmet, but other than that, the body and muscular, sure, he's got muscles, but he's got broad shoulders. The shoulders are different. He's wearing shoes and got these like cool things on the feet. But this guy looks like he's got like hooves. He's only got two, like little, like two, I don't know what you want to call that, like 2 feet things, like 2 nails. That's it. And yeah, that's what I see there. Let's see here. He's saying the hands, Ravedactyl and Hero Neos have substantially similar looking hands, having sharp pointed features at each knuckle and every digit of the finger. So yeah, I can see his hands here. He's got like almost these skeleton like sharp hands. And what does this guy's hands look like? Okay, like skeleton like sharp hands. Okay, I could see that. I guess the colors are kind of different. All right, okay, sure. What else do we got here? Wings. The wings of Ravedactyl and Hero Neos are substantially similar. That's it. That's all he says, is they're substantially similar. He doesn't go into detail because they're not the same. These are clearly like bird wings with like birds. You know, it's got the bird feathers, the down, white wings with like this cool stuff here. This is a cloak. There's nothing substantially similar. Yeah, these aren't bird wings. This is like a cloak of some sort. It's not substantially similar in my opinion at all. No, I don't see it. No, even in this thing here, Ravedactyl, this movie poster, he doesn't even have it. Is that Doctor Strange, by the way? I think this guy needs to get a lawsuit against Doctor Strange. This dude looks just like Doctor Strange right here. Like, so what? Who's the real one doing the stuff? And this guy looks like Daredevil to me. Like, can I see what Daredevil looks like? He's got the colors of Daredevil. Okay, so maybe a bit different too, but yeah, like I can see Daredevil coming out. But this is Doctor Strange. This is Doctor Strange, bro. What the? Bro, that's Doctor Strange. That's Doctor Strange. Let me see in the comic. This is Doctor Strange. That's Doctor Strange, bro. Bro, that's Doctor Strange. Anyways, so like what this guy So, the costume, color, and overall feel. There's a substantial similarity in the costume, in the color combinations, and overall feel of the character. Defendants have co-opted the Ravedactyl stance, pointed elbows, red body coloring with muscles outlined in blue. Is it outlined in blue? Not really, but I mean, I can see blue here. This is the muscles. That's outlined in blue muscles. He's got muscles, but it's not outlined in blue. Okay, glowing blue eyes. He does have blue eyes. They do have blue eyes. Okay. Red body coloring muscle, glowing blue eyes, coloring on the neck, and sharp protrusion from the back of the neck. Oh, okay. So yeah, he's got these like spikes in the back of his neck, and he's got a thick neck. He's got a thick neck, but he doesn't have any protrusion coming out of his neck. He doesn't have spikes coming out of his neck. They just have thick necks. Okay. Does he have a protrusion here? No, I don't see the protrusion there, but all right. The striking similarity between Ravedactyl and Air Neos has caused actual confusion in the marketplace. There's no confusion. If this guy was on the thing, I wouldn't be confused. If I saw this guy flying, I wouldn't say, oh, look, it's Air Neos. I would be like, look, it's Daredevil. What's really confusing me is this. That's Doctor Strange. By the way, Coolio is here. By the way, did a little movie with him. But yeah, that's funny. So the striking similarity mitigates any possibility that Air Neos was independently created. Like there's no way there's any confusion. Anyway, so what's really funny is the amount of money this guy is seeking. Look at this. So he just wants money here. But what's crazy is, where was it? Look at this. Excess of 40,000 there. Excess there. Right here. By reason of the defendant's actions, plaintiffs seek compensatory damage in an amount to be determined at trial, but believed to be in excess of $870 million. As well as costs for this action. So he's seeking over $870 million. He's seeking compensatory damage in an amount to be determined, but they believe it to be over that much. That's how much he's seeking. Oh my gosh. And then there's other little things too, of damage in amount to be determined of excess of 7,000, first cause of action of 40,000, 20,000, 10,000, and then the 4th, 5th, and 6th, like, oh my gosh. So they're just seeking, he's basically seeking $1 billion here. Really? That's just insane to me. Absolutely insane. And who is this again? This is the defendant the plaintiff, by the way, is Beyond Comics and Greg Welch. Greg Welch is the CEO of Beyond Comics. And the defendant is Konami, 4Kids Entertainment, and Upper Deck Company. They're basically the defendants in this action, and this is absolutely nuts. And in my mind, they don't look any similar at all. But the lore to this is really funny. Ravedactyl is a comic book character that features many unique and creative elements. Again, he really likes to go into this yellow egg-like spot on the head, a pointed chin guard, all of this stuff. That's just really funny to me. When we finally break down the lore of this stuff. And so it's kind of finally funny to find out why we don't see Elemental Air Neos anymore. And what's really interesting is that they did come to this is to finalize here, they have a stipulation with discontinuous for prejudice. Now I have my trademark and unfair competition law book right here, so I could tell you what this stuff means, because I've seen people giving the wrong answers to what some of this stuff means. When it's saying that it's discontinued with prejudice, it's not saying anyone wins or losses. All this means, by the way, is that nobody can bring forth this case anymore because the parties entered into a settlement. So whatever they agreed to behind the tables is what they agreed to. It's just saying that nobody win or loss, and that they can't bring this action anymore. It's terminated. You know what I'm saying? And so they came. It's discontinued with prejudice. So that means, and without cost to either party. So the judge signed it and said, hey, you guys came to settlement. This thing is over because, again, they had their whole things. They had a service, a summons, all of this stuff, appearance. The answer to the complaint, because again, we were looking at the complaint here. They had an answer to the complaint. I would love to see the answer to the complaint. We have to pay money to see the answer to the complaint, and I'm not trying to pay money right now to see that. But I do like looking at the complaint here, the lore from the point of view, from the Beyond Comics point of view here. And it's just real funny. There's just some really funny stuff. The allegations here. It's just really funny here. What do we got here? Let's see. They're just saying that yeah, they've been to a lot of trade conventions together where the guy could have seen the Ravedactyl and that's where he got the idea from it. But there's no like real thing, and that's why they came to a settlement, I believe. Again, nobody will really know because what happened is it happened behind closed doors. So again, I did see a little bit of the similarities. Again, I think the best thing is that head right there, that head. But other than that, that's all he got is the head. I mean, the colors, like this guy's running like a kind of dark Dr. Pepper colored. And this is more pink to me. You know what I'm saying? Like he's more pink focused. Other than that, the wings are not similar at all. So no, I don't see that there. But that's just very, very interesting. That's what they're going with. Wow, that's just wild. At the end of the day, this whole thing is wild. Unfortunately, I just checked Master Duel now. He's not in Master Duel. He's not in like any of the games anymore. We can't play with Elemental Hero Air Neos because of this whole situation with the Ravedactyl. And that's unfortunate because I don't think they looked similar. But, you know, they settled behind closed doors. So what that settlement was, nobody will ever know unless Greg ever wants to talk about it. But I don't think they can talk about it. I don't think he can talk about it because that might be part of the agreement. But I don't think that works for any of them. Either way, if you want to check out some more content, I got some good content for Yu-Gi-Oh! Some mathematical content. Come check it out. Come check out the channel. Give us a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.